Let's be very honest about what this is about. It's not about bashing Democrats. It's not about taxes. They have no idea what the Boston Tea Party was about.
That's right.
They don't know their history at all. This is about hating a black man in the White House. This is racism straight up. That is nothing but a bunch of tea-bagging rednecks. And there is no way around that. Because their limbic brain, we've discussed this before, the limbic brain inside a right-winger or Republican or conservative or your average white power activist, the limbic brain is much larger in their head space than in a reasonable person, and it's pushing against the frontal lobe. So their synapses are misfiring.
Here's the latest. Modern-day tea parties continue to draw crowds around the country. In Orlando, Florida this weekend, more than 4,000 showed up.
Those people at those tea parties, such idiots.
Honey, they have a valid point. Government spending was way out of control under Bush, and it's just getting worse under Obama.
You agree with those teabaggers?
I'm just saying the government has to be fiscally responsible.
My God, you conservatives are such racists. Why did I ever marry you?
Living with a conservative. It can be a painful, frustrating experience. The way they continually remind you that socialism has always failed, all their praise for Reagan, and the way they repeatedly ask to see actual evidence that global warming is caused by man. It all can get pretty difficult to deal with. If you have a friend or a loved one who's a conservative, now there's finally a place where you can go to find some hope. Janeane Garofalo, the world's leading expert on the human brain, has recently established this, the Garofalo Institute, a facility devoted entirely to fighting the terrible condition known as conservatism. With her extensive knowledge of neurology, Ms. Garofalo is on the leading edge of medical science, identifying and correcting the anatomical reasons that make people conservative.
My husband used to be a conservative. We couldn't even have a pleasant little conversation about how evil white people are without him saying something offensive, like that hiring quotas are also racist, or that the biggest problems minorities face are out-of-wedlock births or failing public schools. But since undergoing surgery at the Garofalo Institute, he's been cured of his conservative views. Now, he even believes that the UN is effective.
Previously, scientists thought that all conservatives fell into one of two categories, stupid or evil. Back then, options for therapy were pretty limited.
Say you love Fidel Castro!
No, he's a dictator! Ah!
Say you love him! Say it!
No! But now, thanks to Janeane Garofalo and her tireless research in the area of neurology, we now know there's an anatomical reason people suffer from conservatism. As Ms. Garofalo explained, the limbic portion of a conservative's brain is too large, causing their synapses to misfire. Through surgery, we can reduce this portion of their brain and effectively cure conservatism.
We've removed a large part of his brain, Mrs. Johnson. I believe we've gotten rid of most of his conservative views.
Will there be any negative side effects?
Only that he'll never be a successful radio talk show host.
Hi, honey. How are you feeling?
I want to pay higher taxes.
You're no longer a racist! Oh, thank you, doctor. And look, his neck isn't red anymore.
This patient can now lead a happy, productive life. And it's all thanks to Janeane Garofalo. The Garofalo Institute, curing conservatism one lobotomy at a time.